advancing community resilience through automatic data analytics and insights.
Hello, everyone. I just wanted to show you guys about the latest updates and the latest versions of EKCOLAB Analytics, which has got the water quality analysis section. But before we start, we can see, of course, there are three projects which have been created in different countries. So let's head over to the dashboard. So here we have the section for water quality, which has been um, the new future. We have here different communities. So I have to select the community which this analysis of water quality has been conducted. So I'm going to select this community, and then I go to water quality, and here we have here um, the different water quality parameters. So we have the pH, we have E. coli, and we have lead. We have two different water sources, which gives you the names here. We have here Dongo and Amen. And so these are the different water sources in this community. So which during a field experiment of a field analyst can be able to conduct different analyses and then decide to take water quality testing at the same time on the field. And our application can be able to solve this problem by not wasting time. Everything can be done automatic while collecting the results. In the field, you directly input your values into the application, and you're going to have your result of the level of contamination of the water source. So here, of course, this is an example situation which we are using. And here we have here select S, which means to select the water source. So we have here the water source. And then we have here select P, which is to select the different water quality parameters, which you can be testing in the field. And you can see all is not yet selected. So if we are going to select all, we can see the correlation between the two different types of water sources. So I'm just going to select here everything. And then we are going to go gradually and you see what is happening. So I'll just do that selection rapidly. And let's see what we are going to be analyzing with these two water sources. So this is what happens in the application. So you have here the pH and you have all the types of water quality parameters that you can be able to have as to get the level of contamination of the water source. Now, we have here the two water source. You can see the correlation and the differences. But here you can be able to understand as a water quality analyst or maybe an environmental specialist or a wash specialist, you can be able to understand the different variations in the different contaminants in water or the water quality parameters. So you can be able to understand which values are according to WHO guidelines, maybe or less. You can be able to get to understand what's the condition of the water source. So now, how can we find the situation to understand the contamination level of any of these water source? We have to click here and then we select one of the water source before we can be able to understand the level of contamination. So because if you have a two type of water source selected, you cannot understand, or our application cannot give you the contamination level of the two water sources. It's not rightly done that way. So you only have to select one type of water source to understand the level of contamination. So yeah, I'm gonna deselect this one. And then we have here the Amen water source be projected alone, and you can have here, so we have here slightly safe. That's the state of that's the status, or we call it like the condition of the water source. So if you can see, we have a value of E. coli which is 0, but we have some other values which are exceeding the WHO guidelines. And these values are often related to high level of metal concentration in the water. And you can see that. And so this water, even though we have here 0 E. coli, it's still not really safe for the community to be able to consume. We need to do some treatment. Or if I select the other one, I'm just going to try do, and I select this one. Now we have here contaminated. And we can rightly see here we have the E. coli value, which is 1. And we have other metals which are like also above the WHO guidelines. So this is how the water quality section in EKCOLAB Analytics work. But how do we get here, or how can we get here? How can we get these results like I'm having? So you only have to click on your start analysis, and then you come to create new field analysis. And then, of course, you have your project here. You can select any of the projects which you have created. Maybe you want to do water quality analysis in any of this community. You might be able to define that. And then you click, you can have here the analysis water quality. So when you click on it, and you're going to have your GPS location, you put it on, and then you can have the other information here, which is very important. So you can have the water source. And then let's just do something like
EKCOLAB Analytics, advancing community resilience through automatic data analytics and insights.